What's up in War Eagle War Rapport family? It's your guy, Ike Jones. We are back with another Building Rapport. And today, joining us is offensive lineman for the Auburn Tigers, Avery Jones, transferred in recently. Y'all welcome him in here to the Rapport.
How's everybody doing?
Man, good to have you in here, man. Appreciate you taking a little time to talk with us a little bit, get the Auburn family a little more acclimated to who you are and what you got going on. But first, I want to kick it off asking you really simple question, man. Why did you choose Auburn when you decided where you were gonna leave Eastern Carolina, come somewhere else? Auburn was the place to be. Why? What made that decision easy for you?
It was just a crazy process from start to finish. I left ECU. I just wanted to be on a bigger stage, just have a better chance at reaching my goals and getting to the NFL, playing against better competition all around.
Yeah.
Committed to Illinois.
Right.
I like Coach Belima at first. And
Okay, at first, I hear you. Okay.
and then he just seemed like he had a really good scheme to get me to the NFL and get my body where it needed to be and just be the player I wanted to be. But then kind of saw their bowl game and I was like, I don't know if this is the type of scheme I want to get into, the type of just because the player I am, I think I'm like athletic and I like to, be out in open space and like make blocks like that. So, and then Coach Freeze called me and then it was kind of a quick process. He got me down on the flight, took a visit, loved the facilities, was really vibing with the coaches for that short amount of time and just made my decision.
Yeah, listen, when you talk about a system that's going to have you out and moving and more space and pace and all that kind of thing, definitely what we're seeing right here with Auburn. So understood on that. But this is your second time making a transfer, right? So you were at North Carolina freshman season. But just talk to me a little bit about the life of a transfer portal guy, right? So you've had to get acclimated at now your third school. So talk to me a little bit just about like the process of being in the transfer portal, because it's changed a little bit since the first time you did it, and kind of what it's like getting reacclimated into these new environments that you've had to do.
Well, the first time I entered the portal back in, I think it was 2019 from Carolina, I didn't have a whole lot of options. I didn't have a whole lot of playing time on the field, so I just wanted to get to a place where like I could play. And the portal was like it was a totally different thing back then. Like more restrictions. I'm from Eastern North Carolina, so I went closer to home, so that kind of helped me out. Yeah. But now it's like it's a whole different game. Like it was kind of easy for me to make the decision to go ahead and get into the portal and do something big for my last year.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think one of the things that a lot of players don't realize is the thing that you talked about the first time is like the options that exist out there for you when you're heading out there to the portal. Luckily for you, you had some options that were available to you, and you were able to land somewhere that allowed you to get into a situation that was more suited for what you wanted to be in as far as the offensive system is concerned. But let's talk a little bit about what it's been like so far on the plains. You said you're an Eastern Carolina guy, right? So first time in the state of Alabama, I'm sure for an extended period of time. North Carolina's kind of Southern. I mean, yeah, it's Southern, but it's not Alabama Southern.
It ain't the deep South, but it's the South.
Yeah. So has there been some differences for you as far as like the adjustment to being here in Auburn, Alabama?
I think the only difference is just the heat. Like in North Carolina, 8:00 in the morning, it's still cool. Like it's not hot outside. Here, I can wake up at 7:00 and it's 88 degrees outside already. So I'm like, that's probably the biggest difference. Yeah, I mean the South is the South. So I mean North Carolina got hot too, but I'm expecting to get hot around 2:00, 12. Yeah. As soon as I wake up, I'm sweating. So
Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of heat down here, especially the humidity being crazy like it is. But All right, so you mentioned something else that I think is crucial for we as Auburn fans seeing the evolution of the program, and that's the facilities. When you got here for the first time, seeing those facilities. Now, I don't know what it was like in North Carolina 3 years ago as far as football facilities. I know for a fact that ECU doesn't have any facilities that are on par with what's happening down here in Auburn. But what was that like entering that facility for the first time, and what has it been like during the summer, right, getting your training in that kind of space?
Yeah, so when I first came into the facilities, I'm like, this is like a NFL stage type of look, like from the weight room to the indoor to meeting rooms, like everything they showed me, I was just impressed
Yeah.
tenfold. So, I mean, North Carolina, they're definitely not on the level of Auburn. I think they made some adjustments since I've left, but yeah, this is the best facility I've ever seen. Like out of all recruiting and visiting schools and all of that, it's the best one.
Yeah, I listen. It's top notch. They definitely did their thing with that. Um, Now, so talk to me a little bit about the summer program. So you were here for the fall, and we'll talk about fall in just a minute. But you guys are in the midst of summer workouts right now. What has that been like for you guys in the strength and conditioning, and is there a big difference in kind of how you're being asked to change your body or the weight program that you're being put on here at Auburn versus what you were doing previously?
Yeah, so for me, I've gained like 20 pounds since I've been here.
Mm,
So I was probably like 290 at East Carolina, and people were saying I need to gain weight, I need to get stronger, and which I already feel like I was strong. But it is a difference between the nutrition aspect from a SEC program compared to a program in the American Conference like ECU. So, um, I think that's one of the big differences that have helped me get as big as I am now. And I'm working every day to get bigger and stronger. So we
So do you feel like it's like made you sacrifice any speed though, getting the additional pounds on, or are you still feeling like you're mobile and agile like you were before?
no, I still feel very mobile. The way we run and condition is all speed drills. Um, we constantly do footwork drills. Like I don't think I've lost any speed. Actually, I think I probably got a little faster.
Mm, okay. All right. Looking forward to seeing the bigger, faster version of Avery Jones out there, uh, putting people on their back on Saturdays out there. As far as just like the 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 area and things to do outside of playing football, like what has that been like for you? Because listen, listen, I went to Auburn. Ain't a lot to do in Auburn, Alabama. Like what is Avery Jones doing when he's not out, watching film or in the weight room? Like how you relaxing and having fun?
Well, I'm usually with my dog. I got a little dog because when I first got him, my girlfriend was scared of dogs, so I had to sacrifice. I wanted a big dog, but I got a little dog that I love. I take care of. So yeah, me and my girl, we just be hanging out. I don't really like to go out or anything. I kind of stay low key with it, stay locked in, especially since it's my last shot to really make something happen. So I
Yeah.
mean, other than football, that's really my main focus. I like to
Okay.
play the game a little bit. That's probably it.
You said you like to play the game, like as far as like video games, or you just saying you just love playing football?
Video games, yeah. Other than
Okay. What
football,
what's your Madden guy? What's your poison on the video game
I
situation?
like I like Madden. I like 2K. I like Call of Duty. Pretty.
Okay, now, so I just talked to Coy Moore the other day, and he said nobody is seeing him in Madden. Have you played Coy Moore at all?
Now I ain't played them, but if they want smoke, they can get it.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna set this up now. Don't I could pick up the phone, I could call him and be like, "Hey, Avery said he might be able to handle you on the sticks, man. So we can set that up if you want to now." All right, we'll see what's up, man. Because it's somebody on the video I saw the other day that they put out. They do the whole thing in the facility where they asking guys questions on the thing, and they come by, read the question, they give the response. Somebody I don't remember who it was in the video said that they was the truth in Madden too. So I'm like, we need to see who really the guy on the team on the Madden stick. So we're gonna try to make that happen for y'all at some point in time.
Sure.
You talked about gaining weight and putting on weight. Now you said it was all good weight, but have you taken advantage of the free meals that like I heard the Baumhauers there in town was
Oh
like,
yeah,
hey, offensive line. So you've been frequenting Baumhauer since you've been at Auburn?
Yeah, I'm in Baumhauer's every week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take advantage of some free food. I like to eat a lot. So
If I had free meals on deck right now, I'd definitely be up in there once a week myself. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Especially in them college days, man. You just go snatch your little free meal. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. You live you're on campus or off campus?
no, I'm off campus.
Okay, I think a lot of the older players aren't living on campus, so I figured that would be the case with you. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the spring, right? So you were here for the spring. How was the first spring, and what's it been like gelling with your new offensive linemen and the teammates that you have around you there on the line?
Well, from somebody that's transferred so many times, it's important to kind of build a relationship
Hmm.
outside of football, especially as an offensive line, because we all work in unison. Um, and I felt like it was pretty easy when I got here. Like everybody was real inviting. Um, I got the playbook down real quick. I started trying to lead on the offensive line, helping other people with things they needed to learn, and just trying to move this program along and make sure this offensive line is what it's supposed to be.
How do you feel like you are with the depth of knowledge with the playbook right now? As far I don't know how if y'all are doing like full installs or anything like that yet, but like where do you feel like you
Yeah,
are with that?
yeah. I think we installed the whole playbook in the spring, and now we're just like going back over it and just locking down on key things, small things that we need to focus on, and just trying to bring along the freshmen and stuff that just got here,
Hmm.
so they can help us during the season.
Yeah. So speaking of freshmen, right? So there's been a couple of guys that have been highly touted coming in, specifically guys that play your position now. So you primarily play center, but you could play a little guard as well, right? I'm not
Yes,
making that up. Yeah.
yeah.
But as far as other guys that have come in those interior line positions, what are your first impressions of a guy like a Connor Lew or even a Braden Joyner, some of the younger freshmen that have come in this recent recruiting class?
Yeah, Connor, Lou, and Braden. Yeah, they're really great players. Connor, I feel like he's learned a lot from me. I've seen him grow from the first day of spring to the end of spring. I've seen him become really a totally different player. I mean,
Mm,
he's really like, I think he's really going to be good in the future to come. Braden too. I mean, he's like a wrecking ball. Like
mm.
he's somebody I'm gonna be excited to see in the future for sure.
Yeah. Now, so recently, Coach Freeze and company selected their folks to go to SEC Media Days, and one of your fellow offensive linemen are one of the people that are going to be there, and Cam Stutz. Impressions on Cam Stutz as far as just locker room and on the field. Like, how do you feel like Cam Stutz has come along? Because he's a fifth year senior, right? So he's got a lot of experience playing in the SEC. But what has it been like with him?
Like you said, experience, leadership. He tries to lead on and off the field. Um, he's a guy that I can look to and know that he's going to get it done. Like I can look and not worry about Cam Stutz messing up on a assignment or
Mm,
getting beat off the ball or anything like that. Like I have faith in Cam Stutz. So um, yeah, I think they made a good decision sending him to media day, and I think he's a one of our good leaders on the team.
awesome, awesome. All right, so what could the Auburn fans expect to get from you when they see you out there suited up this coming fall? Right, so Avery Jones steps out there first time on the field. What do you want that impression of the fan base to be from you when they see you out there?
Somebody who's gonna get after it, somebody who's gonna, you know what I'm saying. I was not thought of to be as the biggest guy
Hmm.
um at my last school, so I always had that edge on me. Like I have to make the first hit, I gotta make the first contact, I gotta be the one to bring the punch. So
Hmm.
I think that's just my mentality. Also leading, keeping a cool head and tough situations, not getting too hyped, not getting too low. Um, and I think those are the kind of things you need in a long season, to be successful.
Right. Yeah. So you had an opportunity to play a little bit against some Power Five competition. I know it's your time in ECU and all that. But what do you feel like the biggest challenge is going to be for you stepping up now into this SEC play, week in and week out, having to play against some of the best defensive linemen in the country? What do you feel like the biggest thing for you is going to need to be to elevate your game to be able to do that on a consistent basis?
Yeah, like you said, it's gonna be week in and week out. I just got to make sure that I'm bringing that kind of energy every week. You know, I can't slack off from game to game. I can't put one team above the other team and not give full effort just because, I can't play different from UMass to Alabama. You know, I got to play the same. I got to bring the same type of energy every day. So yeah, and I think if you don't do that, that's when people catch you slipping and you actually, you know, get beat by a team you're not supposed to get beat by if you have
Right.
that type of.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely feel that. All right, so what looking forward, you already say that you have aspirations of going to the NFL. You know, that's something that you want to be able to do. Um, what is there like a player right now that you look at and you say, okay, this is the kind of pro that I want to be, whether it's on the field, off the field? Are there any professional players right now that you model or look at and say, okay, I aspire to be like that guy?
Yeah, I look at a lot of centers in the league. I look at Jason Kelsey. I look at Chris
Mm,
Humphrey. Um, I look at the center from the Lions. Forgot his name, but yeah, I try to model my game after guys in the league because that's where I want to be one day. You know, I want to be on the level of those guys. I want to be in the league for a long time. So, uh, yeah, and off the field, I just stay out of riffraff. I just try to keep it professional. I just try to do what I got to do.
yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Well, listen, we will all definitely be rooting for you to make a good impression this season, so that you have an opportunity to realize those dreams. You have any post playing career aspirations? What you want to do after you stop playing ball?
I think about coaching a lot. I mean, I love
Mm,
the game of football, so I don't want to. I want to deal with something in sports once my playing career is finished. So I mean, hopefully Auburn to give me a little shot, or you know,
mm. So you want to be in like an on the field coach, not like training, like one on one. You want to like actually be,
yeah,
sidelines type of thing.
I want to be on the sideline. I want to teach technique. You know,
Mm.
I love playing offensive line, so I want to teach. Hands, feet, all that stuff.
You have a pretty good working relationship with Coach Kendall
Oh,
Simmons.
we talk a lot about technique. That's one of the guys that really come up to me after every play and be like, I think you can do this a little better. Even if I, made my block or did good, he'll come over and tell me like, the real deal stuff. Like I think you can be better at that, even though you're already good at it. You feel me? So
Mm. All right, so this is gonna be the time where I'm gonna ask you to talk a little trash, a little bit, a little bit.
all
When
right.
you're out there, well, first I'm gonna let you give some props to somebody. Who's the guy that's really out there giving the work, whether it's to you or everybody else on the interior offensive line? Who's the defender that you're like, man, this dude right here he's a handful.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jason Jones, man. He's so big and strong. Like, that's one of the reasons I wanted to come to the SEC to block guys like him. So
Mm,
I think he's helped me get better a lot. Just because his size and strength and agility too. So
mm. You guys trash talking any on there? Like I don't know how much trash talk happens with the offensive line and D line. Is there any of that when you guys doing one on ones that's happening?
it's kind of like it's not disrespectful trash talk. It's kind of like
It's not like
smooth.
DBs and corners because they don't never
Nah,
stop talking. Yeah,
it's like I might crack a little joke. You know what I'm saying? They might get mad. They might not. You feel me? But that's just how we do it.
yeah. Okay. All right. So, and this is where I want you to listen, man. Just we're gonna keep it honest.
All right.
You out here and you're running. Who is the guy that's definitely in the scary movie getting caught by the main character? Who's running backwards, it seems like when they're out there doing sprints?
Uh, that's a tough question. I don't know. Shoot, who's gonna get caught by the? Okay.
Is that they definitely not getting away. They're not running fast enough to get away from nobody. Who is that guy?
I mean, I feel like we got a bunch of athletes, so it's kind of hard.
Oh,
Uh,
are y'all motoring like that on the O line?
we running. We like to run. He said. So I don't know who gonna get caught. I want to say a D lineman, but
Hey, listen, put it out there. It's all right.
all
They know
right,
they running slow.
shoot, I'm gonna say Stephen King. He a freshman, so I'm gonna say him.
Gotta put the freshman out there. Okay, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. All right. Well, listen, man, that's all I got for you today. However, I want you to make sure that you let everybody know where they can find you on social media in case they want to keep up with what you got going on. Definitely want to make sure that people understand how they can support you. So where can people keep up with you?
My Instagram is Avery J. Jones, and my Twitter is Avery J _ Jones. So pretty simple.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
All right. Well, Auburn family, make sure you guys go and follow Avery Jones so we can keep up with all the things that he has going on. That's it for this edition of Building Rapport. We want to definitely thank our guy Avery Jones for taking a few minutes out of his day to sit down and talk with us. If you want to continue to get content like this, you know you can follow us right here on the War Report, at the War Report on all social media, TW Report on TikTok. That's it, man. We're signing off until the next time. And as always, War Eagle.
War Eagle.